With season 3 of The Masked Singer over, I felt it was time that I finally said something about the show. It's no secret that the show has been clear furry bait since its inception. For Pete's sake, every performer is dressed in a full-body costume. Many are animal-themed and look remarkably close to fursuits. Never heard of the show? Well, let's get started on what the show is and my feelings about it. Hello, I'm Ragehound, and if you're new here, I make videos infrequently and play video games very, very badly on Twitch in my free time.
Oh, 80s. I love it. Oh no, my god, shit! If anybody wants to do my butt, you can do it. Not in the way that sounded. Wow, that came out really bad.
Yeah, that did.
Oh, I got it. Came out so bad, I'm so sorry.
This video is generously sponsored by G7 Force. We'll get into a little more about them later. When I'm not analyzing After Dark topics in the community, I like to fixate on idiotic things like today's topic, The Masked Singer. The American version of the show is a reality singing competition that premiered on Fox on January 2nd, 2019. Previous to its American release, this format was adapted from the Korean original King of Masked Singer, which aired on NBC in 2015 and is believed to still be ongoing today. Both shows follow a simple format. Celebrities wear silly costumes, a panel of pop culture judges try and guess who they are, and all the masked celebrities try to sing their hearts out to win a trophy, becoming the top singer in the competition. While both shows have their merit, we're only going to be focusing on The Masked Singer and its multiple variations today. So what did it get right? Where the show succeeds is star power and production value. The cast of judges aren't the most relevant in their industry, but they are household names that most moms and their kids know, which seem to be the main target audience for the show. While the show can get repetitive with its format, the cast breaks up the monotony with silly tie-ins, guest judges, and creative clue reveals that keep the format somewhat fresh. The song choices are safe for work, meaning that this is a show you can watch with your parents without worrying about explicit lyrics making it kinda awkward. The costumes themselves, for the most part, are well designed. For the most part. We'll get more into that later. In defense of The Masked Singer, it has proven to be a somewhat effective show for celebrities looking to change their image or re-emerge into the limelight, with several launching albums after big wins. Now from here on out, we're going to be getting into some spoilers territory, so if you don't want the show spoiled for you, skip ahead to about here. Some notable winners of the show have been T-Pain, a producer often ridiculed for his overuse of autotune, and Easy Memery from misguided product tie-ins. After winning on his season, using his own natural voice instead of that autotune nonsense, he re-established himself as an actual singer, not just a meme. Season 2 winner, Wayne Brady, finally re-emerged onto the music scene, reminding us old Who's Line fans just how dang talented he is. Soon after, he released a new song with his signature dancing and singing, though the release was only mildly successful. This season, Candy Burris clinched a win, reminding us that her vocal talent didn't end at Escape, and that the vocalist still has her chops. Okay, spoilers over. You're safe to come back now. The show is a great watch for furry families as well, as it normalizes the core concept of why some of us choose to wear fursuits. To become a performer separate from our human identity. Not unlike the celebrities on this show. Like any singing show, each performer is given a narrative to follow, has their clue packages adjusted to fit their specified character, and overall, some of them like to get very into character. It's not that different from some of us who fursuit. Cupcake isn't exactly like me, but I do perform as Cupcake in a different way than I would speak normally out of suit. So if The Masked Singer does so much right, what does it get wrong? Well, here's where it went a little bit wrong. While there is so much good on the show, there is also a lot wrong with it. The suits across regions are made by talented costume makers, but in some cases the end results are nightmare-inducing. While the American version of the show got this unicorn, the UK got this unicorn. And Australia, well, they got whatever this is. This also happened with the butterfly, who we saw earlier in the American version of the show, sporting this. However, viewers of the UK show got this. And even more regrettably, viewers of the German variation got this thing. That's not to say the American show hasn't had some terrifying creations of their own. I mean, just look at these. Yikes. But the yikes doesn't really end there. In earlier seasons, the writers for the family-friendly show made some notable slip-ups. One pretty massive mistake was the costuming of the dancers for the Rottweiler of Season 2. While the performer's suit, which looked like a fursuit, let's be real, was designed decently enough, the dancers in at least one of his performances sported pup masks. Yeah, pup masks. Not kidding, it really happened. Yikes. While we've talked about pups on this channel and our Furries After Dark series, I know that technically not all pups wear masks and get involved in lewd activities. That being said, though, I would say it might be fairly unwise to showcase kink apparel on a children's show. Just a thought. This, of course, was far less controversial than the clue package of the flamingo from the same season that said that they were a creator on ZooTube. Yeah, no, it really happened. Oh boy, yikes. I hate to break this to you, Masked Singer writers, but ZooTube's a real site that I have blocked because it features videos of animals and situations I don't think you want your show associated with. I'd go into a little bit more of what I mean, but I don't really want to get demonetized or sued. All I'm saying is don't Google it. I also take some offense to the choice of Robin Thicke as a judge after the entire Blurred Lines incident. You know, this one? I get that he has every right to be there, but if this is a family-friendly show, maybe don't hire the guy associated with that. Yikes. On other variations of the show, the Australian variation of Masked Singer came under fire when it wholesale ripped off a cover for one of the contestants of the show. In their video, which I've linked below, Halocene's cover of Bad Guy by Billie Eilish was used for the Lion contestant, with no credit given to the original creators. I'm not going to be showing footage here, but you can check out their video, which makes it pretty clear it was completely ripped off for the show. As far as I know, they haven't really resolved it. On the furry drama side, and God, I hate to do this, the UK variant of the show wasn't free from issues either. In a stunt many of us furries are very familiar with, the UK variation decided to collaborate with a fursuit maker for a promo spot in collaboration with Royal Caribbean. I don't want to get sued, so I'm not going to be playing it, but I will show you this screenshot for context. Rather than going with a maker from the UK, such as Beauty of the Base, Furuku, or any of the hundreds I could frankly list, they opted for Liquid Sunshine Suits, a local of New York. While the Masked Singer couldn't have realized their mistake, many of us furries most certainly did. The suit maker in question, and I'm going to preface all of this with allegedly, because I have never touched one of Liquid Sunshine's suits, and I've never done business with LB, but allegedly has been accused of the following: putting sharp, unsafe objects in the heads to prop mouths open, in many cases close enough to the face to where it could potentially cut a wearer, delivering faulty products that often break, being aggressive towards customers with issues with products, and a bevy of other issues. I can't take credit for any of that information, but if you want to see a bit more of those allegations, Untamed Fur on Instagram and Twitter has showcased several examples of suits that have needed to be fully refurbed or repaired that were originally LS suits. So with all these mistakes and misfires, should you even bother watching the show? In my opinion, yes. If you like batshit singing shows and have gotten burnt out on America's Got Talent or whatever Talented Person of the Week crap you're watching now, this one might be the one for you. Like I said, it's a great show to watch with furry families, and if your parents or friends don't really get why you have a fursuit or an anthropomorphic character that you like to express yourself with, it's a great way to show them why a celebrity would do it in a context that doesn't seem as weird. If you can get past the bevy of yikes in Season 2 of the American show, the writers clearly learned from their mistakes in Season 3. And there's no kink gear, and there's no weird websites plugged, and the flirting's gone down significantly, thank God. The Australian variant seems to have kept its mitts off any more covers, And while I don't know if they ever resolved things with Halocene, they at least haven't pissed anyone else off. As for the UK show, the replies sent to Untamed Fur in regards to the costume choices for the promo spot were pretty badly handled. So that's gonna just have to be your call. If you can get past some of the more horrifying costumes, each of the regions do have some incredible costumery at work, and some of the celebrities that are unmasked are really interesting to rediscover or meet for the first time. For example, I didn't know most of Season 3, and now I have some really good additions to my Spotify playlist. Nice. If it's just too out there for you, that's fine. I get it. It is a weird show. It's definitely not for everyone. But if you need something truly wacky to get you through stay-at-home order, I'd strongly recommend checking out this bonkers wild ride of a show, if only to laugh at Nick Cannon's very strange choices in wardrobe. Now, to get through all the episodes currently available on Hulu to do this video, oh man, it was exhausting. Or it would have been if I hadn't had some G7 Force first. Let's hear a little bit about them.
Are you tired of being tired? Stop crapping out on your big streams and flip the switch with G7 Force. Skip the messy powder with our easy-to-use squeeze bottle. With 250 milligrams of caffeine a serving, adjust your amount for the boost you need without the jitters.
No jitters.
Are you ready to flip the switch? Try G7 Force with code RAGEHOUND40 to get 40% off of your purchase today.
Anyways, stay safe, wash your hands, and flatten the curve, and stay the fuck home. Until the next video, bye!